Welcome. My name is Tom Catanese. I welcome you to my professional profile of my seminars and symposiums.
How many women in the audience have children? And how many, if you have children, you've done the impossible. Okay? Now, wait. How many women in the audience do not have children? You are all capable of the impossible. You know, so, okay.
I don't know of any other convention speaker who pays attendees for questions, but I do. I ask the audience for questions. This lady was the first to volunteer. I handed her a $5 bill, and then everybody's hand went up.
I'm here tonight to congratulate every one of you on making good. See, we all manufacture, okay? People say, Tom, what do you do? I say, I'm a smile manufacturer. You do what? What do you do? A smile? Yeah. I said, I design gifts that when presented to people, they smile. So I did this in 1988. It was very simple. If you were going to send, if you were J.R. Ewing on the TV Dallas show, and you were invited to the wedding of the Princess Sarah, what would you send? Well, it had to be only one thing. It had to be a Rolls-Royce convertible filled with French champagne and English food. Okay. Who is the woman in the audience who has the most grandchildren? How many grandchildren? How many grandchildren do you have?
10 grandchildren, 10 greats.
Stand up. Stand up. Now I'm going to ask you a question. Come on, now come on over here. Come on over here. When you were a young girl of maybe 11 or 12, you did something nice for someone, and you ran and told your mom, Mom, I helped. And your mother said, what do you want, a gold medal? So tonight
I get one.
You get the gold medal.
Thank you.
Now, I can't give her one without giving one to you. So you get one too. And then I'm going to give you one for your mother.
Thank you.
And you can give that to her. You know, you always go to these affairs and there's always VIPs, either the sheriff or the police. I want to see all the really true VIPs in the room. If you've given birth to one child, I want you to stand up. I want you to stand up. If you've given birth to one child, please stand up.
Stand up.
Come on now. Now you've got to stand up and stay up. Now I'm asking, now I'd like to know who has given birth to more than 6 children. Now there's a young lady back there sitting low. She hasn't stood up, and I know that she's had 5 children. Is that true? Would you please come up here? See, you're the real true VIP. Now, give me your name.
Alice Huntsberger.
Alice Huntsberger. Come on over here,
Right.
next to the camera. When you were a young girl of 11 or 12, you did something special for one of the neighbors, or maybe you helped somebody across the street, or you carried someone's groceries, and you went home and you told, Mom, I did something for Mrs. So-and-so next door, and she thanked me. And your mother said, what do you want, a gold medal? Well, today, you're getting a gold medal. And when you get home, you know where you're going to put this?
Where?
On your bedpost.
Well, my bed don't have a place. Thank you.
Take it on your pillow. Now, this, I hate to get caught unawares on a trip. Then, in 1993, I designed MGM Grand's room service program. MGM Grand is the largest hotel in the world in Las Vegas. And the food and beverage director said, Tom, I don't know how, but I would like to see some kind of a design where we have a big bottle of champagne and it's exploding where I can use it as a centerpiece. When people say, Tom, what do you do? I say, I sell frou-frou. And what is frou-frou? This is what Tinkerbell uses on Peter Pan to keep him up. People say, how did you get started in this business of convention speaking? And I said, it was 4th grade. Sister Mary Grace, Holy Savior School at Walnut and Erie. Sister Mary Grace says to 3 of us, or 4 of us, there's going to be a teacher meeting with your parents in 2 weeks, and I want you 3 to do a 3-minute presentation. And Thomas, you love geography. So I want you to talk about Ferdinand Magellan. He circumnavigated the world in 1710. I studied. I remember my knees were knocking. I got up and I said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to talk to you about Ferdinand Magellan. He circumcised the whole world. And my mother went like this, and sister went like this. I know you all know about Dr. Ruth. Dr. Ruth, she's on WOR in New York. I mean, this is such a wonderful lady. She helps women with some of their love problems. And I'm driving to New York one year, and I hear listening to her. And, oh yes, this is Dr. Ruth. How are you? Oh, Dr. Ruth, you have to help me. What's the matter, my darling? My husband always wants to talk to me when I'm making love. She said, look, it's simple. Hang up on him. Tell him to call you tomorrow. I have a love-hate relationship with the French. They gave us the best symbol that we have today in America, the Statue of Liberty. You know? So, I don't really drink French wine. I'm normally drinking Napa wine or Sonoma wine. One of the advices that when you go to the wine store, try and buy a bottle from either Napa and Sonoma, so that you're buying 2 bottles, and invite 3 friends over to do a blind tasting. Put the bottles in a brown bag. So you can't read the labels. You can chill them. If they're white, you can chill them or whatever. But when your friends come, turn your back and let them switch the bottles around. So you don't know which bottle is which now. Now you're going to open the wine and start to drink it, because when you can't see the label, your tongue has to tell you, I like this wine. And the girl says, oh, that was only $19. So honestly speaking, today, wine, there's no bad wine being made in America, all right? And when people say to me, what wine do you really like? I said, I want to tell you something. If you bought a $150 bottle of wine and you tasted it, you might say, that was $150? You know, you might be disappointed in that wine. So find the wine that you like, drink the living crap out of it. You know what I'm saying? Share it with your friends. Because there's great vanity in wine, just like there is in fashion. I have a Gucci bag. My wife, I have a Gucci bag. Yeah. Oh, and that's Prada. And so I'm saying, there's always vanity behind, some of the designer things that we do. Every one of you I know thinks that Moses got the 10 Commandments on Mount Sinai. My mother was in the bushes and she reported for the Hollywood Free Press, and she told me what happened. Halfway down the mountain, they're so heavy, he loses 2 of them. And the 11th and the 12th commandment smash on the rocks and shatters. Now he gets down to the bottom. He's at the bottom and he's thinking, oh my God. And Joshua says, Moses, your face tells me that something happened up there. He says, you didn't, his finger was electric, he was carving the. He said, why are you so upset? I dropped 2 of the Lord's commandments. He says, well, what were they? Love thy neighbor. Love thy neighbor as thyself. What was the 12th? He said, pay the bank and your credit cards before you go to Vegas. There's another person here who's done an awful lot for the community, and I think I wanted to acknowledge, his efforts. So if Mr. Stan would come up here. See, would Mrs. Stan come up also? Because let's face it. Look, women, you do more for men. If men had to give birth to babies, we'd have no population. There you go. Thank you. There you are. How about a picture? Camera. You want to hold the bottle?
This seminar was attended by over 125 retailers. Here is my cosmic angel.
When I go to a trade show and I want to find something, I say, all right, Lord, I'm listening. Then I'll walk down this aisle and then I'll listen and he'll say, turn right. And I'll go right, there's the product I'm looking for, So we have to ask, we truly have to, it's just like goal setting. We have to write down the things that we want. We have to visualize the things that we want. Because if we don't ask, we might not get it. 24 golden hours that we really sometimes take for granted because we're just rushing through. We've got 1,400 silver minutes. We've got 86,400 bronze seconds. Each day should be a gift. And we should open it in the very beginning of the day and think of it as a gift. Because, hey, There are some people out there who are handicapped. There are some people out there who don't have the advantages that we have.
Tom now takes us to the Dallas World Trade Mart. Harrods is the world's most famous department store. This seminar took place at the Atlanta Gift Mart. This is my Los Angeles gift basket sales and marketing seminar.
And it concerns our changing times, our changing economy, the things that happen in our lives that affect us. I was standing in a drugstore at home, Philadelphia, and I was getting ready to make a purchase. And a young woman comes up next to me, and as I was getting ready to make a purchase, she said to the attendant at the cash register, 2 packs of Merit Lights. And then she points to the right, and she says, and I'll take a dozen of those rainbow-colored condoms. I said, what did you say? And she said, none of your business. I said, no, about the cigarettes. I said, why did you hush your voice for the cigarettes? She said, well, my mother is in the next aisle. I don't want her to know I'm smoking. Can I believe it? I mean, we have seen the world just go upside down, all right?
Philadelphia National Candy Show.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for coming. And I think we should thank the good Lord that everyone here has arrived safely.
Welcome to the Atlantic City National Sports League seminar.
I would like to acknowledge someone in the audience who's been my wife. I have to do this. I meant to do this at the beginning. All right. This side of the room has to say, who cares? But I really want you to do it real good. Who cares? Come on. And the people in the back, you down there with your head down there. Who cares? Come on.
Who cares?
A little louder.
Who cares?
All right. And over here you say, so what? So what? A little louder. Now, can you have to be louder than this group? Okay? All right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tom Catanese.
Who cares? So what?
Great, fantastic. All right.
Why am I here today? I'm here for you. I'm here to help you celebrate the real miracle that you are. Ladies, do you know why men have suppressed you for the last 10,000 years? I know. Because you are much smarter than the men. And they know that, so that's why they have put you down. They don't want you to discover that fact. Let me give you my program profile. Every one of you is a miracle maker. Have you counted your blessings lately? Do you celebrate your life every day? Think about the most important talk that you need to have with your daughter. Set the character and example for your children. Talk to your children about integrity and making good. Tell your children that they are special. I know that you do that already. They are God's gift to you. What did God do for women? He gave you the strength to give birth to a child. Men can't do that. Can anyone tell me why we say amen at the end of a prayer? I know. Because women were not permitted to sit in on the prayer or the lecture. Plus the fact they were too busy in the kitchen cleaning all the dishes, that's why.